Good morning, boys and girls. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Hi, Miss Helen. How are you today?
I'm doing fine.
Good.
I am fine, yes.
Good.
Miss Karen, what you got in your sack?
Well, y'all boys and girls, I've got a take-home sack for our make it and take it, our things that you get to do at home for your paperwork. And I just wanted to remind y'all that every week that you can come pick this up, and we'll have them here at the building, and we'll have them from Thursday to Sunday. That every week here continuing for a while, we'll continue to do this for a while to have you guys come pick them up. And so this will be every week that you can do this. And if you can't come and get it, or there's some reason you can't, please let us know, and let Jared or Karen Pack know, and they will bring it to you at your house. That way you guys can be able to do your handiwork, okay?
That's right. And boys and girls, don't let Mom and Dad forget it.
That's
you be
right.
sure and remind them.
There's some really neat things in here, I'm telling you.
I saw some of them's crowns they made last week.
Oh,
that was good.
Cute.
Well, I found Susie this week, and I thought we might share Susie with us today.
She's cute.
You know, Susie's saying, shh,
Oh, yeah.
it's time to get quiet,
Yes.
Miss Karen.
Yes.
Meow.
Oh.
Meow.
Those are
Shh, little kitty cat. We've got something to do.
That's right. Oh, what's next?
Tweet, tweet.
Oh,
Tweet, tweet.
well,
Well, Robin, it's not time to sing.
that's right. Oh.
Little dog.
Oh.
Tra-la-la, tra-la-la. Oh, shh, not yet. Almost. What are we supposed to do? Oh, Susie says it's time to pray.
Oh, that's right. Bit, okay? First, we need to find out what time it is.
What time
is it? Well, I tell you what. Let's start off with our song, okay?
Okay.
All right. And what time is it? What time is it? Is it time to eat our breakfast? No, 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 it's not time to eat our breakfast. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to brush our teeth? No, 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 it's not time to brush our teeth. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to take a bath? No, 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 it's not time to take a bath. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to play with our toys? No, 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 it's not time to play with our toys. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to go to bed? No, 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 it's not time to go to bed. What time is it? What time is it? Is it time to eat our dinner? No, 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 it's not time to eat our dinner.
Well, what time is it?
What time is it? Is it time for Bible class? Yes, 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 it is time for Bible class.
Okay. Well, boys and girls, you know we've been talking about Paul. Where was Paul? Last week, we talked about him meeting a special person. Who was that?
I think King Agrippa.
Who?
King Agrippa?
King
Agrippa.
Agrippa. That's right. And remember what King Agrippa told Paul? You almost persuaded me to be a Christian.
That's right.
Almost. But almost is not enough, is it, Miss Karen?
Nope.
Well, Paul, he was in chains again. He was in prison. But guess what today? He's still in chains, Miss Karen.
That's right.
Yes, but he's going to go on a trip. He's got to go to Rome. And so guess what he's going to have to get on? Do you think he rode a bus?
No, and I don't think he got on a plane, do you?
No.
And he probably didn't get in a car.
And he didn't ride a train because you couldn't go through the water.
No, and I know he didn't ride a bike. So,
you know what he got on?
What?
Hang on, boys and girls.
Let's see what Paul got on. Oh, whoa, looky here.
Look,
Whoa.
here he is. Paul, and look, he's still got chains on. And he got on a boat or a ship. And he had a lot of other people with him. But he's going to go to Rome. Do you think he's going to go to Rome to shop?
I don't think so.
He's going to prison again.
That's
He's going
right.
to appeal to another king, or to Caesar.
Whoa.
Well, anyway, they got on the boat and they were riding along.
Yeah.
And Miss Karen, listen. Oh, the wind started blowing hard and it started to storm. Can you hear it? Listen. Oh, are you afraid?
Look at this. Oh,
Are you afraid?
You know, I think so, and they probably were afraid on the boat.
Oh.
It could get dangerous, boys and girls, in a storm.
You know what Paul said? He said, if you would have listened to me, I told you that we shouldn't have left. We should have waited because God told me, his angel said, nobody would die though. But he said, you're going to hit rough seas.
Yeah. And you'll have your boat and your loss, maybe a boat, but also of lives.
That's
If you lose
right.
lives.
That's right.
Is that dangerous?
And so, you know who he listened to? Paul told the man of the ship, he said, if you would have listened to me, but did he, Miss Karen?
No.
No, the master of the ship said no. He listened to, he had a guard. His name was Julius. And he didn't listen to Paul. He listened to the other men.
That's right. And he didn't, and Paul tried to warn them, didn't he?
He did.
He did.
And boys and girls, you know what happened? The water got higher, the waves got higher. It was gonna wreck. They're gonna wreck.
No.
Yes. And so they went 14 days, Miss Karen, without seeing the sun.
And
or
they
the
didn't even
stars.
have food. They were starving to death.
They were. They were so hungry.
Oh.
But you know what Paul said?
What?
He stood up to him and he said, men, you need to eat so you'll have your strength.
So he had some bread and he gave thanks to God and he broke it and he gave it to the men and it strengthened them.
That's right. Because guess what they were going to have to do? Oh, whenever they got to the water, or when they finally saw some ground, they hit the sand. They hit and broke the ship. It broke in two. Huh? And they fell and they got out. They were going to escape. But they said, everybody get a piece of wood or swim and swim to shore. Yes. And then when they got to the land, watch what happened.
And you know what, boys and girls? The ship wrecked. And when the ship wrecked, they got up on an island called the island of Malta. And when they got up on the island, there were some people that were on the island. There were native people, the Bible called them, or island people on the island. And you know, they showed much kindness. They showed a lot of kindness to Paul and his people. They showed a lot of kindness, and they even built Paul and them a fire. Do you know after a shipwreck and so they're probably cold?
The Bible says they were cold and wet.
They're cold, wet, and they're tired and probably still a little hungry. And you know, they started to build them a fire. And that is so nice of them. They showed kindness to them. But Paul ended up going and getting some more. Here's the fire. See, boys and girls, they built them a fire. But Paul went to get some more firewood. And you know, when he went over and got some sticks. So Paul's got some sticks in his hand. But you know what was in those firewood sticks? A snake. Let me show here. A snake, and it was in the firewood. Boys, that's dangerous, boys and girls. Well, guess what? the snake bit him on the hand, and he flung the wood.
And
he flung it, and he shook that snake off his hand. He shook it off. And you know, it bit him. But if a snake bites you and it's poisonous, and this one was poisonous, shook him off. He shook him off and he threw him in the fire. He threw the snake in the fire and let it burn. But said it bit him, and if a poisonous snake bites you, well, that's usually, it may be sick or died or something. But those people, they waited. They thought, oh, we're going to watch to see if Paul dies.
They thought he was a murderer or something because he was a prisoner.
They did. And they said, we're watching for him to die, but did Paul die? Did he die?
He didn't.
No, he didn't. He stayed alive. And those people on the island, oh, what did they think he was?
They thought he was a god.
Right.
With a little G, not the real God. They thought he was a god like they worship.
Kind of like make-believe gods, kind of that they worship. But they believed he was one of those. And was he? He wasn't, was he? No. Paul served the real and one God. He served the real God. But he said, so he was alive. And the people were just, they thought they were really amazed.
And he helped more people.
He did. There was a man, a chief on the island. And there was a chief on the island, and his dad got sick. And you know what? They brought his dad to Paul, and Paul laid his hands on him and healed him. And when the people saw this, they brought the other people that were sick on the island. They had diseases and were sick, and Paul helped them to cure them of their diseases.
And so Paul was still, you remember that word we talked about last week? Faith?
Yes.
Paul still had faith in God, and he was still preaching Jesus.
He was.
He just went through a shipwreck, and he could have died.
He could.
But he listened to what God told him.
Yep, and he had faith in God and knew that God was going to take care of them, and it was all going to be okay. So he chose to serve God, didn't he?
He sure did.
And the people on the boat, they wanted, remember, now the people on the boat, they wanted to do something different. They didn't want to listen to Paul. They wanted to get off, and they didn't want to listen to him. But Paul tried to warn them, didn't he? But they didn't listen to him.
They did. And boys and girls, have you ever been afraid?
Oh.
Miss Karen has a flip chart about being afraid. Was Paul afraid? No. Because he knew who would take care of him.
But you know, there's a lot of people on that boat that got real afraid, didn't
there?
There was.
Yes.
And so I've got a little story here for you all that says, I'm not afraid. Sometimes, boys and girls, we all get afraid, don't we? It just happens.
Even Miss Helen.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of the dark.
Yeah. And this one says, I'm not afraid of loud sirens in the night. And it says that when you hear a siren, it means somebody needs help. Somebody might be sick or hurt, or an ambulance is coming to take someone quickly to the hospital, or maybe a house is on fire. The fire truck is racing to help put out the fire. Now, when I hear a siren, I ask, I pray to God and ask Him that He takes care of the people. And I try not to get afraid when I hear those sirens, because boys and girls, they're there to help us, aren't they? They're there to help us. I'm not afraid of going to a hospital. Boy, Miss Helen, we've had to be there, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah, and at the hospital, there are many friendly people there.
And good doctors and nurses that take care of us.
Right. And look, this doctor is wheeling the little boy out in the wheelchair, and he's maybe been sick or something happened. But there's looks like the nice nurses and doctors, and they're all there to help take care of us.
So he's not afraid.
He's not afraid, and he knows that he can pray to God, and God is there with him. God's going to help take care of him. What about, I'm not afraid of dark shadows. There we go. Ooh. There's that dark again. Yep.
They make me shake.
Now remember, when you see this funny little strange thing on the wall, that's just your shadow. That's not a monster or anything like that. That just means that the lamp has made a shadow with your hand. There's There's nothing to be scared of. And so sometimes we see shadows and they look scary, but they're really not. But when we get scared and we think, uh-oh, that looks scary, we can pray to God. God's going to be there to help us. He's going to make us feel better. We don't have to be afraid. What about I'm not afraid to say, speak in front of people? What about being in front of people and having to speak? I'm scared of that one. But you know what? God has promised us that He'll be with us in everything we do.
Just like He was with Paul.
That's right, just like He was with Paul. See? Yep. She doesn't have to be afraid. And I'm not afraid of trying new foods. Oh, boy. Boys and girls, do you like to sometimes not want to taste a new food? But you know what? Sometimes God's given us these foods, and He helps give us those so they'll help us grow and be strong. So sometimes if you just take a little bite and just taste it, you might find that you really like it. And we don't have to be afraid of new foods, do we? We don't have to. Oh, what about being afraid of new teachers? This school year, and it might be different, right, Miss Helen?
Right, because everybody's going to be wearing masks and looking different, but
do we need to be afraid?
No.
No, because God's going to be with you when you go to school, and when you're with your teachers, you'll be with them, and we don't have to worry about things like that because we know God's going to take care of us, aren't we?
They're the same person, they just have a cover on their
mouth. Right, that's right.
Yes.
And what about I'm not afraid to make new friends. That's going to be in our school year. You'll be able to make new friends.
Right.
So do we need to be afraid of people? No. We can make new friends at school and be kind and help them out and help them with their books and be nice to them.
And spread those happy seeds.
That's
like
right.
Miss Beverly mentioned last week.
That's right. And if we do that, then you're showing God's love when you do that because you're being kind to others, and that person might just needed a friend or a smile. You're doing good when you try to make new friends, and God's with you. And so when we're not afraid of the dark shadows or going to the hospital or loud sirens or new teachers or new foods, we don't have to be afraid of these things. Why? Because God's going to be watching over us. And we can have our faith in God and know that He's watching us, right?
That's right. Remember these words, these letters, and what it spells? F-A-I-T-H. What does that spell? Faith. Paul had faith, and we can have faith in God too.
That's right.
And not be afraid.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
Well,
I think we need to sing, don't you?
I think so too. We've got our little Bibles. Does everybody want to
Have you got your Bible that you can hold?
That's right.
Let's sing I'm a Little Bible.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's good.
All right. I'm a little Bible, pick me up. Open up the covers, take a look. Read a Bible story tenderly. Please take real good care of me. Do we throw our Bibles like a football?
No. Do we stick our bubble gum in them, Miss Helen?
Oh, no.
No. And do we scribble with our crayons real hard?
No.
No. What we do?
Do we chew on them?
Oh, no. And we don't even give them to our dog to chew on, do we? No.
Do we throw them in the back seat and leave them in the car?
No, we take them out and we read them.
That's right. And if you open your Bible up today to Acts 27 and 28, you can read about Paul.
That's right. And if you can't, you can have your mom and dad read.
That's right.
That's right.
Read your Bible, pray every day, and grow, grow, grow. Read your Bible, pray every day, and grow, grow, grow. And grow, grow, grow. And grow, grow, grow. Read your Bible, pray every day, and grow, grow, grow. Neglect your Bible, forget to pray, and shrink, shrink, shrink. Neglect your Bible, forget to pray, and shrink, shrink, shrink. And shrink, 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 and shrink, shrink, shrink.
Neglect your Bible, forget to pray, and shrink, shrink, shrink. I don't want to shrink.
I don't either.
No.
I don't either.
No.
Well, I think it's about time to go. Do you think it is?
I think
I've
so.
enjoyed our lesson today. And make sure you remember to pick up your packet
Yes.
for your handwork so
Yes.
that I bet there's a boat in there, you think?
I think there is, and I think there's a little craft you can make that will turn it into a little snake.
Oh, that'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
All
That'll be good.
right. Well, have a good week, and we'll see you back in a few days on
That's
Wednesday.
right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye, boys and
we
girls.
love you.
We
Don't
love
forget
you.
to pray.
Bye-bye.